Right, so I've returned once again for the third time today to actually cover yet another anime that's premiering today. And today's anime is Juuni Taisen the Zodiac War. No, the Zodiac War. And as we know, I have myself muted so I didn't get scared at all. Yeah, so we are actually covering Juuni Taisen and Zodiac War. And as we know, I've already covered the first two chapters of the actual manga because the manga had just premiered like 2 weeks ago. And yeah, it was actually pretty freaking good, like I must say. Start off pretty freaking like it wasn't good, it wasn't like it was riding on the mediocrity side of things. And then chapter 2 came actually kind of improved a lot. So hopefully the actual anime will not frack it up at all. In essence, because a lot of Nisio products don't tend to translate well to anime. Like Wadaka Box is a prime example of it. So let's hope. Let's hope this anime is actually quite good, because it does seem as if it might, in theory, teeter on the side of not being absolutely terrible. Plus, it's the least frack upperable Nisio product's actually kind of going when you think about it, because Nisio does make some complex stuff, but this one's pretty straightforward. So hopefully, Juuni Taisen is not terrible. Let's hope. Let's hope. So anyway, let's get the show on the road. So let's put my Crunchyroll onto full screen, and let's do this thing in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin now. I think, if I remember correctly, the director of this show is the director of Mirai Nikki, which I was like, you know what? It's actually not a bad plan. Well, the Monogatari series is the only one that's ever kind of come out that's actually any good. So that's why I didn't actually kind of mention it, because it's the only one that's actually kind of good. The rest of them are such terrible shows, I just never mentioned them. I have to mention them, basically. I think that's the only Nisio product that's actually kind of good, I believe, if I remember correctly. If I'm going by memory. The rest of them is absolute dog crap, but that one's good. Very good, actually. Oh, man. I think they've started kind of differently, actually. But not too differently, because it still centers on Boar anyway in the actual manga. But it's kind of like a little bit differently how it started. It's not too bad. It kind of feels good when you actually can say that for the first time. Like, it's actually kind of started differently because you read the source material. It's like, it's a nice feeling. It's a nice feeling, I must say. I'm trying to remember. I've seen his animation style beforehand from somewhere else. Okay, actually, no, it's actually pretty nicely animated so far. Surprisingly so. Yeah, I quite like the style as well. It reminds me a lot of Grand Blue, but not in the sense of A1 Pictures, but just its own kind of spin on Grand Blue style. Yeah, it does actually quite fit well, actually, the more I think about it. Surprisingly, they've given more depth to Boar's character. Yeah, they're giving more depth to Boar's character. The more I think about it. So characters actually does much depth beforehand. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah, to be honest, but at the same time, it's a battle royale show, so kind of like you're not meant to kind of feel more towards the characters. You kind of have to, get a nice even spread. You have to kind of not be too attached to them, but kind of still are caring about them. You catch my drift? That's what makes them more effective. Because you go too much depth to a character's going to die. What's the point? Oh, Fiend's already dead. It didn't change that bit then. Because again, Boar's backstory is kind of twisted around. Probably then they're gonna if they do it. If they do a backstory per episode, it actually won't be so bad. Just kind of give us enough to kind of go forward with. Don't kind of overdo it though. Man, Boar's legs are pretty freaking not Boar's legs. Rabbit's legs are pretty freaking good to be honest. Let's face it. Damn son, the guy did not skip leg day. He did not skip leg day at all. Wait, isn't Man on the Mission doing the opening to this anime? Was this Code Rain doing the one? Oh no, Code Rain's doing the other one. Rabbit is best boy. It's true, he is. He was in the manga. He is here now as well. Man, the recoil on those things must be amazing. Like they must blow your arms off. Which one's the one done by Man of the Mission then? No, that's Inuashiki, isn't it? Inuashiki's done by Man of the Mission. But there's one mixed up with Inuashiki. Who thought it was a good idea to wear a bikini to a battle royale? Just what a question. I never actually questioned that during the manga streams, but the fact is, she's actually wearing a bikini. It's like it's the most impractical thing to wear to battle royale in the universe. It's actually this is actually a bulletproof bikini, but still. Oh, she pissed. She very pissed. I see what you mean, actually. Uh-oh. It was with what's with the spit stream afterwards? I don't understand it. And she thought she would actually put her tongue down some dude's throat. I'm impressed. Oh man, the censoring. They're censoring the show as well. Oh Jesus Christ, she's actually turning her into a complete nutcase. Okay, here's the thing that just struck me just now. Why did they actually show why did they not show people kind of getting killed, but they showed a person with a massive inside themselves? That was still alright, but apparently a person getting shot wasn't alright. Yeah, tell me about it. She's an absolute nutcase. Like, damn son. I mean, the manga was a passing reference that she killed her sister, but here it's like boom. It's like, whoa, dude. It's like Nishio would have picked over the top of this one. Or the anime did at least. I have no idea whether or not it's actually in the light novel. But damn, son. Jesus H. Christ. I actually think I actually might like this one better than the manga, actually, the more I think about it. I don't know why. It actually has some. It actually has. It has something that the manga doesn't have. I don't know what it is. I mean, they're two different things, so it's only not to kind of not really the best to kind of judge them unless it's actually kind of a really freaking wild ass adaptation. But I don't know. This has something I actually quite like more than the manga does. It is worth it actually. I actually watched the first two seasons of Food Wars yet, so I actually can't watch season 3. It's one of the other ones I haven't actually watched yet, so I have to kind of catch up one day on it. Oh my god, it's her again. Every single damn season. Oh yeah, you're right. The ref didn't actually kind of take the thing out. Now you mentioned it, I just completely forgot about that. That's quite a different change actually. Because I remember him giving the self mutilation demonstration. If I remember correctly, what it was named in the manga. But damn, that's kind of actually a change and a half. That is. So it was quite their field to be honest. Here we go. Here we go. Surprisingly, it actually isn't so bad so far, all things considering. They've taken out the dude that used to that was reffing the whole entire thing. There's another thing that's been completely omitted. It's the dude that hangs around. I just realised he's not there. Oh, there's actually a nice bit of foreshadowing there just then as well with the birds. Oh geez, it's already got Rabbit versus Boar as well. Yeah, the assistant's gone. Was I imagining things was actually still there? Man's got some thick legs. Damn, son. No, because he was there since the beginning. Like in the manga, he was there since he was in the very first scene. So I don't think he will appear. I might be wrong, but it's kind of a weird character to take out. Haven't they also changed the There's a different translation, but the actual what's it called? Their actual names, how they work, what they kill for. Now she's dead. I think this one's a bit too fast as well. I think this might have been I think this bit might have been a bit faster than usual. Not like kind of it just ended there. It was kind of annoying. Next fight's actually quite good. I mean, okay, there's kind of a few admittance that I was kind of a bit pissed off about. Mainly the assistant's kind of gone, and the fact that the actual referee didn't actually kind of cut himself open. That was kind of annoyingly taken out. Oh, this song's GOP. It's done like True Detective. Just realised. Yeah, it's the True Detective it's the True Detective style of opening. It's actually quite cool. But yeah, there's a few admittance, but it wasn't as bad as I imagined. To be honest, it's been worse. I mean, it ain't no Madoka box yet, which is actually a good thing. So surprisingly, it's actually quite good. Of all things considering, there's an ECO product that never ever translates well to anime. Besides Monogatari. But you know what? They did do one thing justice. They did the whole thing with Boar's character a lot better, I think. Oh, we're getting Dog's chapter next. Yeah, the dog chapter is actually pretty good. That one's there's a bit of foreshadowing to that actual chapter during this episode. I actually just caught it because the whole thing with the bird is a foreshadowing. I was like, I get it now. That's actually quite well done. Because if you don't realize it until you rewatch the scene. You're like, but I won't reveal what it's all about. You'll see next episode. But okay, again, a few mittens here and there, which actually was quite annoying, but it might actually come back. I don't know. It's one of those things I have no idea how it's all going to go down because the assistant's gone, which is kind of like he was kind of cool. Like he was actually kind of a good character there because he didn't do too much, but he gave you all the characters' stats, so you actually knew who they were and what they were doing. Yeah, I would say it's actually a good start. I would say so. Barred a few admittance, it was actually quite a good start. It actually had a nice art style. It had a great sense of direction, actually, surprisingly, considering the dude who directed it directed Muraniki, which is actually an absolutely terrible show. So you know what? Good on you, dude. You actually gone up in the world. But yeah, I mean, I actually can't argue with this show at all. I really don't. I quite like Boar's backstory in the anime more than I like the Boar's backstory in the actual anime. Granted, I think the payoff towards it wasn't as good because it was kind of kept to a minimum in the manga. So the whole entire death when she dies, it was actually quite a lot better, I thought. Because in this one, it kind of you felt as if they were bringing her character up to a point that she actually will win this thing, and then she dies abruptly. It kind of felt a bit too fast, if you get what I mean. What it should have done, it should have ended with scene as Boar saw him. That's where it should have ended. It should have ended there, and that's how episode 1 should have ended. Episode 2 should have started with the actual fight itself and her subsequent death. That would have been a lot better, I think, because otherwise it kind of felt a bit too abrupt. Because it was kind of like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm actually this complete like insane character, so I'm actually going to do this to the end of time, and then she abruptly dies. It's kind of like, oh, okay, all right. It's the only thing I might kind of say I didn't like too much, considering because the manga was kind of kept to a minimum. Like it was just you knew who she was, you knew her family, what she was doing. That's about it. In the actual anime, you knew her family, you knew what she was doing, you knew that she actually drove her sister to insanity, and actually then she killed herself. Again, in the actual manga, it was a passing reference. She was actually, as she died, she said, I did all this. I even killed my own sister to actually get here. Like, it kind of, that whole entire reveal was actually quite good because it was actually, like, out of nowhere. It was kind of like, whoa, well, like, okay, that's actually quite good. But it wasn't terrible how it was done, I must say. I wouldn't say anything against it because I actually quite kind of liked it, but I just didn't like the fact it was kind of a bit too abrupt with Boar's death. Because it could have been kind of a little bit better. It could have done a little bit better with that one. That's the only thing I would say, because otherwise it felt a bit too fast. But that's the only thing I would kind of say is great with it so far. Other than that, it was actually kind of a good start. I actually quite like it, considering I had Black Clover today. It's a pretty 10 out of 10 start so far, considering. But yeah, I mean, it's got a long way to go, because one of the other things to note is the fact of how they will deal with all the characters, because again, you're not technically meant to feel much towards a character because it's a battle royale. The characters you probably will favor is probably Rabbit, the girl with the glasses. I can't remember her name. Actually forgetting her name currently. Probably, I think her name's Chicken. Actually, the other one. Probably her. Dog's actually pretty cool as well. Dog's pretty cool so far, and that's probably about it so far. Maybe Ox as well. I'd say that's the character you probably don't feel anything for so far, but. In all honesty, I actually can't really say anything against this show. I think this show's done pretty damn well so far. I want to see how they will handle the characters, because it's one of those things that's going to be a make or break for a battle royale, because you have to kind of pick favorites, but they can't overdo it with the characters to the point of when you will kind of feel like it's just a bit at the end when they die, because as you know, they probably all have to die at one point. So it's how they will kind of go about the characters. But so far, pretty freaking good. Can't argue with the show. I thought going to the show is actually be absolutely dire, because again, I have those Nisio things like my brain, like there's not been a good Nisio adaptation since Monogatari. So how will they ever adapt this show correctly? But actually done a pretty freaking good job. I have no idea whether or not the novel's it's actually more true to the novel, because I haven't read the novel yet. I've only read the manga, so I have no idea. But I have to wait and see, I guess, until the novel actually comes out, because I think the novel's out like 2 weeks, I think. So yeah, hopefully this actual anime will continue in this vein. Hopefully it actually does in theory improve a little bit in certain cases, because again, a lot of stuff was kind of abrupt ever so slightly. It needed to kind of just tone it down a slight bit with certain things. But all in all, can't argue with it so far. So with all that said, I have indeed been the driver. If you have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole, and you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed it does help me quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here, and you want to stay that little bit longer, then do leave a sub, because indeed it does help me quite a bit. But until next time, I actually have no idea what's actually coming out tomorrow. I have no idea. So until whatever comes out tomorrow, see you guys then. Bye for now.